Welcome to Let's Talk Pop, episode 125 on this channel, the AW Aaron Order. Welcome. I'm your host, the AW Aaron Order. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing good, man. I really hope you're all doing good tonight. I'm having a good day. Not a bad day at all. Having a fine day. Hope you all having a good, fine day too. On this Friday night. Now, if you're new here and you're seeing my stream for the first time, you see what you like check out my channel for the first time, you see what you like, make sure to subscribe, smash the like button down below. Please do that if you can. I would appreciate it. All right. Come say hello. This is Let's Talk Pop. If for you new people, if you're checking out this, some new people, most of the new people that probably check out my channel, that sub or click the notifications, you're probably mostly wrestling fans. So I understand. I understand. But if you're into pop culture stuff, wrestling fans, because we all are, we're not, if you're into movies, TV shows, if you're into Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Star Trek, whatever, video games, come listen and come interact. We'll always be happy and welcome and appreciative of having you here. Interact. Okay. Okay, so this is episode 125. So 125th episode. So we got what we're going to talk about. I'm going to read the description. We're going to talk about the title. Star Wars Starfighter casting. Okay. That's up, right? The every Star Wars film, there's an update on the casting for that film. Okay. Okay. Update for casting on that film. Gladiator 3 is in the works. Ridley Scott's confirmed about Gladiator 3 that he started working on it. I think it was confirmed that Gladiator 3 was in the works a year ago. I don't remember. I don't remember. Also, Paramount, if you're a Call of Duty fan, Paramount is looking to possibly buy the rights to Call of Duty and make a feature film for the Call of Duty franchise, a feature live film of Call of Duty. If that interests you at all. And then there's some other things I posted. Oh, Mortal Kombat has been delayed. From October to May. Mortal Kombat 2. No, I don't want. No, Grad. No, no. I want Paul. Oh man, no. Fuck QT Marshall, man. Okay, I'll watch Ring of Honor tomorrow in the morning. I have some stuff to do. Okay, so Mortal Kombat's being pushed back. Also, what else? Oh yeah, Alan Ritchson says looks like he's not going to be Batman, but possibly as somebody else. And we're going to take a look. Shut up, Fred. You admit you wanted him to win too. You wanted him to win. You don't want QT Marshall to win. Also, we're gonna look at the Chad Powers trailer. I think I can get away with it. It is Disney, so I might be able to get away with that. Chad Powers. And that's it. That's all I have on the docket. Okay? For you guys. And also leave me super chats, membership, gift memberships, do all that. Okay? You always Yeah, Mina, I love Mina. Yo, Red, is it free on YouTube? Ring of Honor? Is it free on YouTube? The whole thing? All right. But yeah, so let's talk Star Wars Starfighter. Now you're staying here, Red. All right. All right, whatever. Yeah, it's free now? Man. Oh man, I was thinking about watching it and I thought, okay. But I got this show to do. Alright, last Starfighter. Due to their pay-per-view provider having technical issues. Fuck, man. So, alright guys. Star Wars Starfighter, has rounded up its cast with recent announcements of Amy Adams and Aaron Pierre and this actor Simon Bird to round up the cast. Is already starting the lead role by Ryan Gosling. The villains being played by Mia Goth, Matt Smith, and obviously directed by Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy. And poorly, they're starting to filming right now. TK said everyone who has a month of get the next month free. Well, that's good on him, man. Good on him. ROH club. So do you have ROH? Now you have ROH club. Okay, so this cast is good. It's a good cast. It's a really built, round out, talented cast we have here for Star Wars: The Last Starfighter. Okay. Oh, it's not Last Starfighter. Starfighter. Okay. And the Star Wars Disney Plus stuff hasn't obviously been its best. And this would be the first movie. This would be the second movie. Mandalorian Grogu will be the first movie in 7 years. Okay, and that's obviously the best Star Wars show. You could debate Andor, but whatever. Take Andor out of the equation. That's the best Star Wars show. 3 seasons. The third season, I think I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I think for me, third season fell off a little compared to the second and first season. But that's gonna turn into a movie that's coming out next year. But then we got this movie, Starfighter. So Disney and Lucasfilms are getting back into the Star Wars big screen, going back to the big screen. And the only show that I know on Disney Plus that is continuing is Ahsoka season 2. That's the only live action Star Wars show that's continuing is Ahsoka season 2. Okay, and to me that series was up and down. It wasn't its worst. It wasn't its best. It was middle. I don't have HBO Max, Degrassi. That's the thing. In Canada, we don't have HBO Max. We have Crave, and Crave doesn't. I don't know. And I'm a little disappointed, man. I'm a little upset with WWE. I admit I'm a little upset with WWE because I'm going to the next AEW pay-per-view. On the same night, WWE has a counter program with their pay-per-view with Premium Live Event. I'm upset. I'm upset with WWE. And they're doing this because they want to have the John Cena and Brock Lesnar match because they're not going to have their two biggest stars. They're not the biggest stars at that event. Right now, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are scheduled to miss the September 20th Premium Live event because of Street Fighter. I said Cody Rhodes hasn't been on TV for a while. Okay. Roman Reigns is on TV, but he might be taking a couple weeks off just after tomorrow. And Roman Reigns always takes sabbaticals, though. He always takes a couple months off, then he comes back, then takes months off. So that's nothing really new. But like Starfighter, I know there's a lot of people in my group chat friends are not optimistic over Star Wars. And like my friend says, blind Star Wars is dead. Well, obviously it's not dead. That's hyperbolic, right? It's alive still. It may not be as good or maybe struggling, but I think it's going in a positive direction. I think these next two films, have a good outlook right now. It's very early, but from what we gather from these films, the casting for Starfighter, also Mando Grogu, people love Mandalorian and Grogu. They love that. They love the duel, the father and son relation, Pedro Pascal. Okay, but the Starfighter. Now we're kind of very bare on this idea of what Starfighter is about, but Starfighter, great cast. Ryan Gosling is the lead. Okay, big lead. It's a big lead. Now, obviously, Mikey Madison. But I think it confirmed that she passed on the Star Wars role as a villain. Mia Goth is not a bad choice to replace her. We'll see if she could see if there's backstage, behind the scenes antics. I'm curious. I'm curious with Mia Goth if she's pulled out a Blade. I wonder what her Blade status is. Because Marvel is dead set. Say Blade's still gonna happen. Blade's still gonna happen. Don't know. And I mean, Blade is getting to a point where it's in development. It's in a development hell like the Flash was. And by the way, the Flash, when they announced the Flash in mid 2010s, the Flash was in development hell a lot longer than that. Actually, a lot longer than that. There were Flash movies pitched in the 2000s. And I just figured this out now. Ryan Reynolds was pitched to be for the Wally West version of the Flash. Can you imagine that? Okay. But this is a good cast, guys. Look, Matt Smith plays a great villains. I know, Morbius, but he was a good villain. Okay, Morbius is overall not a good movie, but he's good in that. Well, and he's good as the villain or part of the villain, one of the villains in House of Dragons. He could play the villain role very well, in my view. Okay, Ryan Gosling. Yeah, he's a lead. And I definitely think he could play the type of character that's needed for this. Well, I don't know, Starfighter. I'm sure he's going to be a pilot. All right? A pilot. Now, from what I hear, There's gonna be also a kid actor playing the same character, and I think that was on the poster. There's a child actor playing the same character. Okay, and I'm not sure, but I'm not sure, but I think the kid actor who's playing the pilot in the pilot, I'm not sure if that the Percy Jackson actor, or better yet, the kid has been in Deadpool Wolverine as Kidpool, or the leading actor in the Percy and Jackson TV series, and you see him in he's done some been with Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy in the past. I'm not sure if that's the same kid, but I know there's a kid, there's a child version, a kid version of Ryan Gosling's character. I know that. Okay. Oh yeah, I clicked on Starfighter and I got the game. I got the game because there is a game called Starfighter. No, it's not the same actor. It's not the same kid. No, no. Now, what is the synopsis? Is there a synopsis? Okay. So there's no names. We don't know what the names of the characters yet, but we know obviously Brian Wells is the lead, and that Matt Smith and Mia Goth are the villains of this film. Okay. Are they actually still there? Okay. But I don't know who Amy Adams is going to play. Mike. Okay. There's two options. There's two options characters that Amy Adams might play. Either the mother of the kid version, the mother of the kid version of the lead character, or the love interest of Ryan Gosling's character. And Aaron Pierre will probably be like a friend or an ally or something like that. That's what I'm going. I don't know who Simon Bird's going to play. But I'm going with Amy Adams as two. The mother, when we see the kid version of Ryan Gosling's character, or the love interest of Ryan Gosling's character. And Amy Adams and Ryan Gosling are around the same age, right? I mean, age doesn't really matter, but they're around the same age, so... Oh, she's 51. Wow. I thought she was in her 40s. Gosling's 44. On his way script, I have no idea what's going on in that movie. I remember that movie was supposed to be filmed a couple of years ago. Okay. But now, can this lead possibly... Now, this is a standalone, but can standalone films in the Star Wars universe get involved in maybe the main line? I don't know what's called the main line of the next trilogy. No, okay, we don't know. We don't know when this movie's taking place. I don't know. Did they say when this movie's taking place? Is it after Episode 9? Is it between? Is it between those? Is it between those movies? Because the last two standalone films. That's phones. Solo was basically pre-New Hope, and I think it was obviously pre Rogue One too, before Rogue One, and Rogue One was obviously basically pre-New Hope. But we don't know when this film's going to take place because it's a standalone film. But it'll have to make sense during the timeline of the main continuity, right? Right? So we'll see it. We'll see it because it's a standalone film. But this character, will they? I think like the thing with the actor of Ryan Gosling's caliber, 5 years after Rise of Skywalker, and it's standalone. The rise of the acting of Ryan Gosling, this caliber, his caliber of acting, where he's in this movie. This doesn't sound like a one-off movie with them, okay? Rogue One was a one-off. Solo was kind of a one-off, right? Solo was better off as one-off, but with this sounds different. This feels different. Like this is not a one-off, and I think won't be a one-off. I wonder if this will play into the next trilogy. I wonder if it's possible for the first time, we introduce a character from a standalone. It's gonna be part of the new trilogy, or something like that. We're not gonna have, okay, because yes, Solo technically we saw Solo again in the New Hope, but that doesn't count. Okay, that's not an original character in the Solo prequel. I guess the love interest, Emilia Clarke's character, was. But you get the idea. I wonder. This feels like this character. This is a standalone film, but I feel like this character is more. There's right now. There's more for this character to do in the Star Wars world, the universe. Like this will be not his only film. Okay. 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 I feel like this is. Yeah, you're gonna see him. You're gonna see him again. And okay, look. Obviously, I have no basis. I have no evidence. I'm just I'm just I'm just assuming because it's Ryan Gosling. Ray appears in Starfire. See my point. If she does, see my point. This is Ryan Gosling. You could make Ryan Gosling the new face of the future of Star Wars. Okay, like build. You can help build around him. Okay. Now this obviously changes my idea of Poe and what else? I don't know about Rogue Squadron. I don't know, but the Patty Jenkins and Rogue Squadron thing is either on or off. I don't know. Patty Jenkins hasn't directed anything since Wonder Woman 84. I don't know what's up with her. But I know there's a lot of people are sour on Star Wars in the past few years, but I'm optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. I'm optimistic the next 2 years. Okay? Okay? I'm cautiously optimistic. And they're finally getting things done. Okay? Because with the movies, with Lucasfilms with the movies, they were all talk, but not walk the walk. Now they're finally not talk the talk, they're walk the walk. Okay? Right? And they might be taking a break from the live action shows. I think Ahsoka is the last live action show, season 2, and I think they're taking a break from that. Okay? So I think they're taking a break from the shows because Ahsoka is the only one that's getting in season 2. It's filming it right now, and we saw pictures a couple months ago of I don't know the actor's name, Laurie McCann. Laurie McCann, the Hound actor from Game of Thrones, that who's replacing Ray Stevenson as Balin Skull, because Ray Stevenson tragically passed away. Okay, looking forward to this movie. These movies. I'm cautiously optimistic. Okay. Let's moving on, guys. Let's move on to the next topic. I mean, I did send an invite to Blinded. Um, okay. Moving on. Gladiator 3 is happening, right? I don't remember when it got confirmed. It might have got confirmed, but I just might have forgot about it. It was confirmed. Gladiator 3 is happening. Ridley Scott obviously is writing and directing it. Okay? Gladiator 3 is happening. I'm not so shockingly surprised. I know Gladiator 2 hasn't lived up to the hype of the expectations, the groundbreaking film of Gladiator 1. I mean, it really got really ridiculous to film. So ridiculous it became. I wouldn't consider Gladiator fictional, non-fiction, but it's not fiction. Because I believe some of those characters in the movie are real characters in real life, but the way that the movies are described and the things that they put in the movies, like the creatures and all of that, I don't think that's possible. I don't know how. No, it's just, and it was really ridiculous. I think he kind of made it cheesy. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Like Gladiator. See what Gladiator did. So yeah, Gladiator 2. I mean, did okay at Rotten Tomatoes. I did okay, but it did not. It couldn't live up to the first movie. Gladiator to me was better as a one-off. And I know it's been 20 years, 25 years, right? But it was better as a one-off. This Gladiator should have never been a franchise and have sequels. It should never. Okay, it should never. It should have just been a one-off movie, really, in my opinion. And two really took it up a notch. It made it really ridiculous, really, really weird, strange. Okay, where like what the hell? Like I mean, but it was successful. People, Ridley Scott wants to do it, so they're gonna do a Gladiator 3. Don't know why. I guess it made a decent amount of money. But Gladiator 3 is gonna happen. Apparently. I don't know why, but it's gonna happen. Gladiator 3, guys. Oh man. All right, so hopefully people come on or chat. All right. Oh, what's the third thing? Oh yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty. Call of Duty, man. Film? Call of Duty might get a film. There might be a movie on Call of Duty. A movie on Call of Duty. Well, according to reports, Paramount is looking to develop a Call of Duty movie. Yes, the popular franchise Call of Duty has spawned off Modern Warfare, Ghosts, and Black Ops, and along with others. Possible live-action version of Call of Duty. Okay, well, here's my thoughts. Not surprised, not shocked. I think with how video game adaptations, whether it's movie or TV shows, most of them are turning out. It's becoming better over the years. Over the years, it's the video game live adaptations have turned the page. In my opinion, it used to be a time when most video game live adaptations were complete hot shit garbage. But over the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years, maybe it has made a turn. Video game live adaptations. You got right, like look. For example, Fallout is doing good. Twisted Metal is fun. Okay, movie rise. Minecraft has killed it at the box office. I don't think like Minecraft was a pretty good movie, but it's okay for what it was. Made a lot of money. It was supposed to be ridiculously stupidly bad. Made a lot of money. Super Mario did well. Mario did well, right? Mario did very well, right? People love Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Okay. What's it called? Arcane. Okay. It's making a turn where live action video games adaptations, whether it's movie or TV shows, they are making a turn in a positive direction. I mean, there's a lot of games out there that a studio has picked up, a trademark and picked up that want to develop a lot of games. You can find a list. You can find literally a list of games that have studios owning the rights to develop a live adaptation. I mean, look. This is early. This is Netflix, but Gears of War, right? God of War. Okay, whatever. And others, right? It's making its big turn. It's okay. So with Call of Duty, I'm not surprised, not shocked. I mean, look, Battlefield will probably have a movie, okay, but I'm not shocked with Call of Duty and Paramount. Right, it's the one interested. Now, Call of Duty, what I think the movie should be based on, in my opinion, it's not anything up from the games. Its own original idea. It could be a Call of Duty movie, but its own original idea. I don't want it to be like Modern Warfare or Ghost or Black Ops. I think Call of Duty, the live action Call of Duty, should just be its own thing. Its own thing. The original idea. That's it. It's an original idea. Call of Duty should just be an original idea. I think it would be better. I mean, it'd still be like Call of Duty, right? It'll still have a different they have the aspects of Call of Duty, right? The tone, the setting, the what makes Call of Duty what it is, right? The technology, the advanced technology, all of that. It's just that it'll be a movie version, and no, Call of Duty like a Call of Duty live action movie. They gotta make it stand out from other movies because all the other movies are very similar in Call of Duty. Okay, it's gotta find to make it stand out. Okay, I Paramount gets it. Good, good. Hope they get a good director because I don't know how people feel about this, but it's a very popular franchise, man. And most video game franchises that have studios that have the rights to make, most of them have been in development for years and years and don't get made. are not getting made or no update on them. I mean, there's a whole list. There's a whole list, and you'd be like, "This was announced a couple years ago. This was announced 5 years ago. Where is it? What's happening?" Okay. Heck, you got like Sydney Sweeney. It's gonna be in some car racing game or whatever from a video game. Yeah. Sydney Sweeney. No. But yeah, I mean, I just think it should be original idea. In the comments below, tell me what you guys think. Should it be original idea, or should it be off like one of the stories that Call of Duty has done, like Ghost, Black Ops, Modern Warfare, what? Or should it just be an original idea? I think it should be just an original idea. That's just me. Well, that's not how things work. I'm not one pitching it, whatever. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat has moved. I Mortal Kombat 2, originally supposed to come in October, has moved all the way to next year, May 15th, 2026. So Mortal Kombat 2, Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, right? Making his debut in Mortal Kombat has moved all the way to March 2026. I wonder if there's reshoots or editing or whatever needs to be taken to on this movie so that it can be as best as possibly can be. Because people love the trailer, but trailers are always deceiving, right? I don't know what this means. I mean, you think Supergirl is moving up? You know what's weird? I think Batman's moving up. I think the Batman Part 2 is moving up in 2027. But Mortal Kombat. The thing about Mortal Kombat, now for those people that like competition rise, box office rise, how much money it will make. Mortal Kombat coming out 2006. Maybe they saw like you know what Avengers Doomsday is moving out of that month. Let's put a slide in here. Now and I'm like if that's a thought some people have, I'll be like, I don't think it really matters what month. I don't think it really matters what when Avengers Doomsday comes out. Mortal Kombat's in the same month. I mean, I don't think it matters. They know. They know. Uh, okay. But also they got Mando and Grogu, which comes out the week after. So I don't think they're not. Warner Bros. Is not worried about box office rise. Okay, with Mortal Kombat versus Mando and Grogu. Mando and Grogu will probably be. Look, Mando Grogu has a chance to be a hit, a box office hit. Okay, Mortal Kombat coming that month. Look, I do think, even though I said I don't think it matters if Avengers Doomsday, if in Mortal Kombat come out the same month, Avengers Doomsday didn't move, I don't think it would have mattered. I do think it still would. I still think if Avengers Doomsday didn't move, Mortal Kombat would have um is making that I think I think Mortal Kombat would have stayed in October. And look, the thing is, you look at the fall winter season, it's not particularly strong. You got Tron, you got some smaller movies, and you got December. You got Avatar, you got Avatar. Well, I don't think Secret Wars is gonna make it. You got Avatar next year, right? No, this December, but like moving it from basically 5 6 months. That's a lot. That's a lot. And usually when the movie moves out a lot in 5 6 months, it means there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And usually, right, a lot of, right, a lot of work needs to be done. Okay, I'll give credit to James Gunn. James Gunn, I'll say this. When he announced the Superman slate and he announced Superman's going to come out July 11th, 2025, and when he announced the slate, I remember when he announced the slate of DCU, he announced the date of Superman. That never moved. Superman never moved. Superman never moved. Even with the strikes, even when the same year the strikes happened, Superman never moved. Remember, when the strikes happened, Marvel had to pivot and move stuff, right? But Superman, the strikes didn't really affect Superman, where it affected Marvel. Okay, I think Avengers Doomsday might make it, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's people trying to make up stuff behind the scenes at times. Um, but I don't know. There has to be there's probably reasons why 5 6 months is a lot. Okay, why? Okay, it's from October all the way to May. So if you look at that. October, right? November, December, January, 3 months. February 4. Shout out. January is 4. February is 5. Okay, 6 7 months. That's a lot of months for the move from from moving in October. That's a big jump. It's a big jump. Maybe I don't. Oh, I'm sorry, TJ. I don't know any other Warner Brothers movies coming out maybe that year, early on before that. Let me see. Let me see what Warner Brothers movies are coming in 2026. Okay, 2026. Oh, they do got this movie called Wuthering Heights. Okay. Margot Robbie. Oh, Margot Robbie's in it. Okay. They do have. Oh my God. The Bride. The Bride. And they got Animal Friends. Okay. And and then the Mummy. Oh yeah, they got the Mummy. But the Mummy is also co-produced with Blumhouse. May 29th. Okay. It says here on Wikipedia. Now, Wikipedia is not the best site to use. It says it's May 29th 2026 is an untitled studios film. And it's a pre-production. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Not DC Bride. It's it's Warner Brothers. It's Warner Brothers. It's Warner Brothers, not Universal or DC. It's just regular Warner Brothers. But like I said, according to Wikipedia, May 29th, 2026 is an untitled studios film and pre-production. But there is no film, DC film from that date. My guess is if going back to Degrassi, that Supergirl might move up to that date. That date, maybe. And look, DCU fanboys. Don't put Supergirl up against Spider-Man because you're not gonna like the results. Okay. Okay, John Campia had a video today where he got a question from question. Somebody sent him a question and says, "Will Supergirl make $1 billion?" And the question was 800 to $1 billion. And he said no. They said no. I don't think Supergirl will get to 500 million. I don't. Okay. Like it's not do this. It's not for Spider-Man up against Supergirl. It's not. It's a no contest. Please, it's a no contest. Spider-Man's a heavy hitter. Supergirl's not a heavy hitter. It's no contest. Okay, no contest. Okay, it's a no contest. Hell, if Superman came out if Superman came out next year and Spider-Man came out next year in the same month, it would still be a no contest. Okay. I don't think if it matters as a female lead. It could be any male lead. I mean, I don't think it matters if it's a female lead or male lead going up against Spider-Man. I don't think it matters. Because, I don't know. It's just Spider-Man's a whole different level. Like, Spider-Man would destroy Superman. If Spider-Man was come out this year, Spider-Man would destroy Superman. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the most popular single heroes. Single heroes, okay? Spider-Man, Batman. There. There. But let's not do this, okay? Let's not do this, please. All right. All right. All right. Spider-Man with Hawk and Punisher in it. Yeah, I mean, now, okay, because I know there's gonna be people putting up Supergirl versus Spider-Man. They come a month apart, okay? They come a month apart anyway. Let's not do this, okay? Learn your lesson from BVS versus Civil War, okay? Learn your lesson from Batman BVS versus Captain America Civil War, okay? Learn that lesson. Learn that lesson. $853 million. When did that come out? Okay, November 3rd. Be careful with your head is. No, here's better. Here's better. Here's something better. Not Captain America versus not Civil War versus BVS. Justice League, Justice League, and Thor Ragnarok came out in the same month, in the same year. Okay, most of them don't. But my point is, Justice League and Thor Ragnarok come in the same year. Came out in the same year. Justice League came out November 17th. Thor came out November 3rd. Justice League, remind you, Justice League, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Flash. Okay, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and not right. Justice League, Thor Ragnarok. Just Thor. Just Thor. So you have Justice League with these three top tier DC characters. A lot of top tier DC versus Thor. Yes, and Thor has been in the past Avenger movies, right? Right. Age of Ultron, obviously. Superman and Batman should be more popular than Thor, right? Wonder Woman should be more popular than Thor. But Justice League came out the same month as Thor Ragnarok. 661 million in Justice League. 661 million. Can you imagine? Justice League. 661 million. Thor Ragnarok made 853 million. Okay. Thor Ragnarok. Yes. Thor has been Thor has been in the MCU for some time, right? And had more success, right? But this is Justice League, and there's a lot of factors why Justice League people did not want to see Justice League, and why Justice League failed. First of all, the movie was not good. Second of all, people soured on BVS. So yeah, but this is still a film with the two biggest DC characters. And yeah, Wonder Woman might be the third biggest versus a solo character in Thor. Thor almost made 200 million more. Okay. Hey Anthony, it's guys, DC guys, DC people, DCU fans. I'm a DCU fan. Don't get me wrong, I'm a DC fan, but let's not do this where we think Supergirl is the outlast Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a whole new different level. Okay. Sorry. Marvel, you know what? Supergirl might be the better film than Spider-Man in terms of I don't know, story and all that shit. All that. But it's still freaking Spider-Man. Sometimes his name matters. Sometimes. In this case, it's Justice League. The name failed against Thor. But Spider-Man's name is brand. It's greater than Supergirl. Okay. Marvel has the three biggest movies. Marvel has the three biggest comic movies coming out in the next 3 years. Maybe, and DC has one. Okay, I'm sorry. Supergirl and Clayface are not the biggest comic book movies coming out in the next 2 years. The only one DC has, and maybe Superman, if that gets announced, the sequel to Superman gets announced for 2027, that could change. But they only have Batman Part 2. Brand recognition matters. Yeah. Okay. Now, with the success of Superman, it definitely helps. And I know people like Peacemaker, but episode 2 of season 2, that was not. I'm sorry, but that was not a good episode. I had no problem with episode 1. Episode 1 was okay, was fine. But episode 2, that was the opposite direction. But Superman's fine, and they continue building on that. Okay? Here's the thing. Marvel has hit and misses. It's been inconsistent, right? But I think Marvel has done better. I think Marvel's gone back on track with the stuff. Box office wise, doesn't show it, but the last 3 live adaptations, Ironheart I thought was good, and Ironheart I thought was gonna be trash. I thought Ironheart's gonna be trash because there's a lot of things that were going into that show, like it didn't seem right. It seemed like, oh my god, they don't have faith in it. But Ironheart proved me wrong. Thunderbolts was good, really good. Fantastic Four was good. Okay, box office didn't show for those 2 movies, but they were good. Marvel has got Marvel has finally got, I say, quality back. Not quantity, quality back. Now we'll see Wonder Man. Wonder Man's our next big live action show. Spider-Man and Avengers. If Marvel has a chance the next year to get the people to have faith back into the MCU, they have potentially the hope. They could potentially have the direction it's going right now, the positive direction, I believe. You get the people's faith back in the MCU with the next two movies, Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man. I think the little that okay, they didn't have a blip. They had a medium-sized blip. But I think you're on the pathway of that. I know Degrassi says otherwise, but I think they're on the pathway of where that they figured shit out. And it's gonna okay. DC on the other hand, DC's in a different pathway, right? Okay, pathway. DC. People have to like Peacemaker. Lanterns, people have to like lanterns, okay? Lanterns has to be good. Supergirl has to be they have to they can't they have to be consistent from the start. Sorry. Okay. People are not as compassionate these fans are ruthless. Critics are ruthless. General audience is ruthless. Okay, you have to understand the general audience is ruthless. Comic book fans will see these movies no matter what. They're not ruthless. They might hate it, they might like it, but they'll definitely see it. But general fans are freaking ruthless people. Creature Commandos ain't either. Yeah, okay. Casual fans, general audience are ruthless people. Seriously, they're ruthless. They're ruthless. Marvel is a perfect example of this. Even though I said I think they're going back in a positive direction, these two movies, Captain America and Thunderbolts, kind of proved it. The general audiences are kind of ruthless. Okay. But I think they'll be less ruthless with Spider-Man and Avengers Doomsday. And if those movies turn out to be great, I think the ruthlessness will continue to go with Marvel movies, and you'll see the movies afterwards, after Secret Wars, do better. Normies are ruthless. Yeah. Hey, I may see a DC Marvel movie that sucks, because that's what I do, and I'll be ruthless as reviewing it, but I'll still see the movies, right? This is that Marvel and DC are just different. Are just in different. Yeah, exactly, TJ, exactly, TJ. Okay, and here's the thing, normies. Okay, Superman is the highest gross. Here's about normies. Here's what normies might do. Here's the thing what normies might do. They might not pay to watch the movie in theaters, but if the normies have Disney Plus or HBO, Disney Plus, they might check Thunderbolts out on Disney Plus, and they may actually like it. Same with Fantastic Four. Okay, okay, and you can say vice versa for Superman, 600 million. But normies might want to, people that haven't seen it, might with just HBO. I mean, they could get it digital right now, but right, you never know. Okay, they do like a trauma intrigue, yes. You got okay. In the end, comic book movies, the box office is driven by general audiences, not comic book fans. Okay, we comic book fans that we see these movies, the percentage of us that contribute to the box office is minimal. It's tiny. It's tiny. It's tiny. Okay, it's tiny. All right, man. I'm a little beat today, man. All right, so Alan Richardson, I think this will be the final topic. I'm not going to show the Chad Powers thing. Alan Richardson says pretty much he met with James Gunn, and he pretty much kind of basically hinted that he won't be playing Batman, but he could play somebody else in the DCU. DC. I mean, if he does play somebody else, it'd be like the third time he plays a DC character. He was Aquaman, right? Yeah, they were driven. Bay Transformer movies were driven by normies, but normies got smart with the Bay movies, right? The thing is, the normies got smart with the Bay movies because they saw eventually how bad they were, right? Look at the last one, Transformer movie. They didn't do so well. Okay, they got smart with that. The Bay Transformer movies. Like we can't underestimate the intelligence of a normie. They know. They know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they got tired because those movies got bad. The Transformer movies got bad, and they were smart on it. They picked up on it. They're okay. Like it happens. But yeah, Alan Richardson. I don't know who could be in the DCU. He's jacked. He should maybe. I don't know if he could do Bane. He's jacked. Can you do Bane? Who's jacked? Really that jacked in the DC? KG Beast. I don't know. You're blinded. I just care about. I don't know how much can play the DCU. KG Beast. He is really, really jacked. He should play fucking Metallo. They picked up a Snyder too. Yeah. I mean, when you have Thor Ragnarok beating Justice League by 200 million at the box office, that tells you something, right? That tells you something about how normal people didn't give a shit about Justice League. With two Batman and Superman who are more iconic, 1,000 times more iconic, more recognizable from freaking Thor. But Thor's solo movie made 200 million more than a movie with Superman and Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash. Uh, okay, you don't want that guy in the DCU? I'm just putting it out there with ideas, but but this DC, like Marvel has a great chance to get the faith back into the MCU. Okay, next few years. DC, well, it looks positive, whatever. The Superman, I mean, Peacemaker's episode 2 was shit. So, but I'll have to see from episode 3 to 8 to make a full assessment, the season, a full assessment. But that episode wasn't good. Um, they'll make assessment on Atlantis is Supergirl, but no, no. But like this idea, of Supergirl people bring up. I'm talking about. Blinded. I'm talking about Thor Ragnarok. I was talking about Thor Ragnarok versus Justice League. It came out in the same month of the same year. But Supergirl versus Spider-Man, don't do this, guys. Like DCU guys, because I've seen DCU fans out there saying Oh, Supergirl's to do more Super Spider-Man. Fucking get out of here, man. No, no. And anybody and I saw and guess what? Most of the people here, you know what's evident? You know what I noticed on YouTube? Exactly blinded. Yeah. But you know what? Here, you know what's funny? When I watch pop culture, when people talk pop culture, right? These YouTube channels, pop culture YouTube channels. What I've noticed, the majority of the audiences are well, we all notice this. The majority is well, no, blinded. You're right. But if BVS was good, if BVS is good, and people like BVS, Justice League would have made a lot more money. You know that's true. You know that's true, right? You know that was true, right? If BVS was good, it made a lot more money. Justice League would have made a lot more money than 600 million. You know that's true. But if you notice on these pop culture channels, right? Even the movie talk channels like Grace Randolph's channel, John Capia's channel, uh, whatever, even my channel, obviously, but channels like mine and all these movie talk channels, these pop culture channels, the audience, 90%, a good 90 to 95% is male. It's male. It's male. It's male. Even these wrestling videos I'm posting, I check the comments. They're freaking male. Most of them are, I mean, it's wrestling. Of course, it's be majority male, but it's male. Male. Most of the demographics on guys, it's true, right? Most of the demographics on here is male. It's male. In this kind of in this what we do, right? It's mostly male. Exactly, TJ. And you can put X Men in that category, but most of the people that watch YouTube videos for pop culture talk, right? Where's Marvel, DC, Star Trek, Star Wars? Yeah, blinding is a good point. But most of these channels that talk DC, Marvel, whatever, Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever, video games. Most of the people are male. Most of the people watching and commenting or whatever are male. It's very male oriented. This sphere we're in. Okay, and it's been proven. It's been proven that movies with female led characters, the majority of people that see those movies is male. And because it's been proven, even to this day, that the comic book industry, Star Trek industry, Star Wars industry, this pop culture stuff is still male dominated. It's sorry. And I'm not. It's not. It's a fact. I mean, like, come on. What do you think? Now, this might be controversial. Why do you think most of the women in comics are in such or dressed so hot all the time, or have like big breasts, or like these nice tight costumes with big breasts? What do you think that's intended to? Who do you think the audience is for? Audience is for who is that trying to? Who is trying? Who are you trying to get? They're trying to get the male audience. Okay, okay, okay. Obviously, for comic book movies to make over 1 billion or whatever, you need a lot of females to come, right? Obviously, because I mean, there are females that are into the stuff, though, obviously, but it's still male oriented. Okay, male dominance. I mean, the Marvels were shit. Did poorly at like under 200 million box office, but most of the people that saw the movie were male. Were male. Male gaze. Yeah. Okay. It's It's the kind of it's the pop culture thing, man. Sorry. Look, males love a badass female character. Okay, we love those characters. Except, except, except the Phantom Menace or the Chuds. They don't love those characters. They're because we know they're beta. But most people that most males read comics love those characters. Okay, okay, track those characters. We love tough women. Okay, sorry, like we love tough women can kick our asses. It's not a good look if they kick our asses, but in comics, it's fine. Comics. Oh, all right. I mean, I think I got long enough. Oh yeah, man. I'll be back again this weekend. Be back this weekend, obviously. And I might post a video tomorrow. Not a wrestling video, but I might post a video tomorrow. I love Laura Croft too, man. I'm probably gonna I'll post a video tomorrow. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, Catwoman Electra. Black Cat, oh my god. She can steal anything from me any day. But yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll be back this weekend for sure. But oh man, I'm gonna try to post a video tomorrow. Maybe, hopefully something. I don't know what to post tomorrow video. Maybe the Mortal Kombat news. I mean, I can make the video Mortal Kombat right now. I already have a thumbnail on it. But how am I gonna go 8 minutes talking about Mortal Kombat being delayed? I'm gonna have to procrastinate. Yeah, White Rabbit. Yeah, but White Rabbit too. I hope something else. Hope something else surfaces tomorrow. Video. All right, guys. I'll be back. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Remember, be detracting Sunday. I don't know who yet. I don't know if I'm detracting yet. But I'm gonna detract somebody. Somebody.